It is Tuesday, the 19th day of July 2022. Good morning and thanks for joining me, Fon Quinter, on today's edition of Prime Flash coming to you live from the studios of My Media Prime Television here in Douala, Cameroon's economic capital. The news starts now. Reports from Guneko locality in Momo division of the Northwest region say 3 locals have been killed and several houses razed to ashes. The incident occurred in the morning of Monday, July 18, 2022. An eyewitness said the act was carried out by men dressed in military attire, adding that they executed 3 persons. From the northwest, let's move over to the Lithoa region, where 2 persons have died following a head-on collision between a bike and truck on the second bridge of River Vuri in the Lithoa region of Cameroon. According to sources, a motorbike rider tried overtaking a speeding truck when he met his doom alongside one other person. The incident occurred yesterday, July 18, 2022. Now, following the death of separatist warlord Olivier Lekaka, popularly known as Field Marshal, on July 12, reactions have been streaming in from political authorities, and Liga Minds Audrey Nsah spoke with some political authorities and now reports.
Calm seems to have returned in the southwest region of Cameroon, and residents relieved after the burial of one of the most dreaded and feared separatist fighters, popularly known as Field Marshal, by the Cameroonian military forces.
The death of Olivier Lekaka, the self-acclaimed Field Marshal of LBLM, is a sign to show that the people, the masses, are really actually against the barbarism of his actions, and then collaborated with the forces of law and order to ensure that life is taken from him. This is a man that have raped many. This is a man that have buried many. This is a man that have killed men in uniform. This is the man that have deprived children from going to school, which is their fundamental human right. This is a man that have inflicted terror to the people of LBLM, causing many of them to flee out of their divisions to go for rescue in order for safety in other division. This is the man that was brought down by the members of force of law and order in collaboration with the people.
While many rejoice and see the assassination and display of his body by the Cameroonian military as a military success, some politicians are apprehensive of the future regarding the crisis.
Field Marshal has been killed and buried. 1,000,001 field marshals are still out there carrying the guns in the bushes. A lot of field marshals are there because he already trained his successors. He didn't just die like that.
He died, yes, but we know that there are other generals who are still acting on the ground. There are many other fighters who are still in other parts of the country. And even as he fell as an individual, it doesn't mean that the Red Dragons to which he was the head has automatically died. We don't know what may happen. We are not praying that another person should bounce back and take over from him. But like I say, his death, like that of any other general or any other that may eventually fall, will not be an automatic or a solution to the Anglophone crisis.
What is happening is the civilians who will pay the price, because you see that when there will be any revenge, be it on the part of the separatists who have lost a leader, they will inflict it on the citizens, maybe by increasing ghost towns or coming to revenge or whatsoever. And likewise, when a military soldier is being killed, you see the military coming in now and killing or trying to revenge their soldier, their comrade who lost their life, and the civilians will be the ones to pay the price.
The fighter, who according to several sources died during a military raid on July 12, had been giving the army a hard time and was wanted for his crimes against the military and inhabitants of the LBLM division in the southwest region. For some politicians, it is another opportunity for the government to seek long-lasting solutions to the Anglophone conflict.
We will sit on that round table and bring solutions together, because at the end of the day, it's Cameroon we are talking about. It was so preposterous for me to see that a lot of people were happy the Cameroon government has done that. It's a shame you're not supposed to be at that level, Yaoundé. You are not. We need solutions. Stop the killing.
The crisis. What the PAP knows and continues to insist on is the fact that we should sit around the table and dig deep into the root causes of the Anglophone crisis and handle it from that perspective. Now, when we talk about the military going around parading his body, I'm afraid the military may just be trying to take glory for something that they didn't do, because till now it still remains very, very unclear as to whether he was actually killed by the military or by some sort of infighting amongst his own ranks.
We also know that the separatists have killed so many Cameroonian soldiers. So where are we heading to? Should we continue to be killing ourselves, whereas we could give peace a chance? We could silence the guns and talk.
On social media, internet users have shared photos showing the remains of a man presented as one of the very first leaders of a separatist militia.
The divisional officer of Douala 5 municipality has launched an operation to clean his area of command as the rainy season intensifies amid floods which usually come with plastic bottles, garbage and others causing blocked gutters. Nsah with details in this report.
With the announcement of the heavy rains from the national weather forecasters, the divisional officer of Douala 5, Cletus Asongwe, accompanied by Mayor Richard Fongwang, recently launched an operation to clean up the municipality, especially gutters, in order to reduce floods.
The operation that we launched today was an operation to clean all our gutters. We realized that with the heavy rains that are being announced, each time that there are heavy rains, we have floods. Floods sometimes that even lead to the loss of lives. A lot of property is damaged, lives are lost due to floods. And these floods are due to the fact that populations fill our gutters with waste. It is therefore time for us to get to mobilize the population to come out together with us and clean the gutters so that water will easily find its way and we avoid floods.
The divisional officer for Douala 5 highlighted that the cleanup operation involving workers of the Douala 5 Council was also geared at the revamping the weekly Thursdays cleanup campaign from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
There is an operation which consists in everybody cleaning his environment from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock every Thursday. But the populations use this period as a period of leisure to do other things, to close their business establishments and do other things and maintain the places dirty. So this operation consists in reinforcing that operation of keeping the town clean every Thursday. And that is why you saw us sealing some business establishments for not respecting the operation. And the way that we are organizing it, once your business establishment is sealed, you have to do the cleaning, and the hygiene services of the council will pass and see and confirm that you have effectively cleaned it.
For those who fail to respect this cleanup tradition, a fine awaits them according to the DO.
And then you come and pay a fine at the council and then take your receipt to the divisional officer who will authorize you to reopen.
Note here that, according to Dr. Cletus Asongwe, traditional rulers have also been included in the operation. They are tasked with organizing the cleanup in their various areas of jurisdiction every Thursday. While noting defaulters for imminent sanctions, he thanked all the traditional rulers in his area of command, the mayor of Douala 5, Richard Fongwang, and the law enforcement officers for a job well done so far.
Now, heavy and persistent rains has brought fortune to some business persons specialized in the sales of seasonal goods like umbrellas. In the past days of continuous rains, there has been a slight increase in the sales, though there complain of price hikes. Details in this report. For the past couple of days now and still counting, there has been persistent rainfall in Douala, leaving untold social and economic consequences on inhabitants. These regular downpours in the economic capital city has triggered the sale of seasonal gadgets like umbrellas, though business persons complain of a slight drop in sales. Taking a tour around the city, one would notice the presence of umbrellas at various business sites and motorcycles in particular. Stefan Pektina is an umbrella vendor in Douala. He says after the great sales in the rainy season, the umbrellas are kept in the magazine for future sales.
Le parapluie, c'est une marchandise qui se vend par saison.
Umbrellas are seasonal goods, and after the season, we take the rest to a magazine, though we still have a few clients. The sales of umbrellas begin from the month of May right to the end of September. His business is, however, not a bed of roses. The economic crisis the nation is experiencing has played a negative role on business compared to last year.
Avant, on s'en sortait un peu, mais maintenant, avec la vie chère et les prix qui ne sont plus faciles à aborder.
Before, it was a little better, but today, with the high prices, it's not easy for us. For example, we no longer have umbrellas sold at 1,000 francs because the wholesale price is 1,000 francs, so we are limited and clients do not have money to buy.
On est limité, on ne peut plus rien. Et les gens n'ont pas assez d'argent.
Though the business persons complain of a drop in sales of umbrella, the rainy season remains a blessing to them and a curse to others who can't go about with their daily activities. Now, 6 weeks before the end of the third-term holidays, parents in the nation's economic capital are getting their children more involved in holiday leisure activities. Joy Ngang visited a swimming pool, one of the most sought-after leisure sites in the city, and fires in this report.
It is often said that all work without play makes Jack a dull boy. After 9 long months of intense bookwork, children are given the opportunity to relax during the 3 months of third-term holiday. During this time, parents get children involved in diverse leisure activities like these ones who today decided to visit the swimming pool. I came with my children because it is holiday, so that they can free up their minds, relax and have fun after 9 months of studies. We chose the swimming pool because swimming is first of all a sport which involves all parts of the body. I come here during holidays when I come to live with my uncle. We come here every Saturday because it is so entertaining. As these parents further explains, bringing her kids to the swimming pool is in a way to reward them for their hard work during the just-ended academic year. This is to appreciate them for their hard work last year and to make them understand that each time they work hard, Mommy will be here to satisfy their leisure. As to whether or not the swimming pool is the safest leisure site for children, this lifeguard says all security measures are always in check. I am here for the security of all the children, so there can never be any case of drowning. There are also security cameras to guarantee safety. Activities of this kind are encouraged during holiday periods to take children's minds away from a tough school year and brace them up for the next academic year.
And to news out of Cameroon, 2 cases of Marburg virus disease, a hemorrhagic fever almost as deadly as Ebola, have been confirmed in Ghana, the first ever in the country. Tests conducted in Ghana came back positive on July 3rd, but results had to be verified by a laboratory in Senegal for the cases to be considered confirmed according to the World Health Organization. The 98 people identified as contact cases are currently under quarantine, while health authorities on their part are doing everything possible to protect the health of the population while calling for collaboration. Now, Somalia authorities see an aircraft carrying 36 passengers and crew crashed at the Mogadishu airport Monday, but all passengers on board survived the crash. The Juba Airways plane was carrying civilian passengers from the southwestern city of Baidao when it crashed and landed at Mogadishu Adan at the international airport. According to eyewitnesses, the plane touched down before reaching the runway and flipped over. Despite the crash and fire, Civil Aviation Director Marlin said all 36 people on board were safe, but for 3 who sustained minor injuries. And authorities in Egypt have suspended hot air ballooning over the ancient city of Luxor after 2 tourists were lightly injured during a ride early on Monday. According to a statement from the Ministry of Civil Aviation, a hot air balloon with 28 tourists drifted off course but eventually landed. The two injured tourists were taken to hospital for treatment. The ministry further said ballooning would not resume until investigation to determine the cause of Monday's incident is completed. Footage shared online from the incident show a balloon landing slowly in an open area with rescuers seen helping the tourists get out. We've come to the end of today's edition of Prime Flash on My Media Prime Television. Coming up immediately after Prime Flash is The Brief with Gladys Bamotongina and Lasha Kingsley. My name is Fon Quinter. Today's edition was compiled and produced by Junior Pelama. Have a blessed day in the company of more programs on The African Eye. Goodbye.
Welcome to a new world of TV broadcasting. My Media Prime. News, discovery, culture, sports, entertainment. A BT Media Group channel with slogan, The African Eye. My Media Prime is 80% of content in English language and 20% in French, 24/24. Now available on Nsah decoders, channel 309, broadcast via satellite, cable, and streaming. Be one of ours. Join us. My Media Prime, The African Eye.